Hello, Jason here. I wanted to show you my Dell Alienware uh, gaming PC. It's intended for gaming, however, I'm using it for mining. It has a i7 processor and two NVIDIA GTX 1070 8GB graphics cards. I bought this about 6 months ago, and at the time, the GTX 1070 was top of the line. However, it's recently been replaced with the GTX 1080. You may still be able to get a GTX 1070 graphics card at a discount, pre-configured on their Alienware systems. However, I noticed when I last checked, most of the systems now use the GTX 1080 graphics cards. Most of them have one graphics card. This particular setup has two graphics cards. They even have a system called the Threadripper, which is available with three graphics cards, but the price is insane. I paid about $2,500 for this setup 6 months ago. You probably get the same system refurbished or in the special section for a lot less. Along with this unit, it came with a keyboard and an Alienware mouse. And most importantly, it came with a 4-year warranty. 4-year warranty. I know from experience the Dell warranty is worth its weight in gold. I had a Dell Inspiron laptop. After 3 years, the keyboard stopped functioning properly. Dell actually sent a technician to my house, replaced the keyboard free of charge. No trouble. So that warranty is amazing. Now, the lights on this system, there's the button, the power button lights up. There's 3 lights here. I think there's some internal lights. I never even messed with them, but it's all you can control those all manually or through the Alienware interface software that comes pre-installed. This unit also has a liquid cooling system, and in addition to the fans, and the liquid cooling system does a really good job. I just turn the fans on by opening a couple different programs simultaneously, and that got the fans to initiate. Usually the fans are running so low that they're not even audible, but however I know they're running because I can actually see the fan speed in the Dell Alienware software interface. I have a little tiny secondary desk fan. I don't know if it's actually doing anything or not to help cool the system. I haven't noticed any decrease in core temperature. I have it pointed towards the rear because when I put my hand here, I can feel a little bit of heat coming out from the rear, so I figured it doesn't hurt to have a little extra. Probably better for longevity, durability purposes. This unit, it's a tank. I feel as though it can last for many years. Even though it's not price efficient to be using a gaming system for mining, what I do to justify that is that this thing can run forever. Everything that's delicate is enclosed, so you're not going to accidentally yank anything loose. It's built on an assembly line. The quality is the same for every single unit. You don't get the surprises you would for a custom unit, and it's backed by the manufacturer warranty. And most likely, that manufacturer, Dell at least, is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. The expense can also be justified if you're actually using this for purposes other than mining, like say you game, then yeah, then it's more than worth it. It's just like a secondary bonus that you can use it for mining whenever you're not gaming. It has the Blu-ray reader or whatever, and I run this thing 24/7 for the last 6 months. Never had a problem. And the one customization I did make was in the Windows program. I found a way online where I was able to set it up so that the default program is the Claymore. In the event that this computer turns itself off for a Windows update, an automatic Windows update, those notorious Windows updates, or there's a power outage, it will automatically reboot and start the Claymore up again, so downtime is minimized. Now I'm going to show you the interfaces on the screen. I'm going to show you the pre-configured Alienware software, as well as the Claymore interface. Now this is the Alienware software. I can control so many things with this. I can control the fan speed, the liquid cooling pumps. I can control the lights, the different lights, I can make different colors for the lights. There's different settings. I don't even understand all the things you can do with this. I'm pretty sure you can overclock using this interface. However, I don't bother overclocking because I'm concerned that it might void the warranty. Also, I just don't know how to do it myself. I'm going to go to the next screen and show you how to change the colors. So this is just one of the many screens from the Alien. This thing is so fun. I mean, you can just mess with this all day long. You can actually change the colors. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little tiny lights all around it. You can customize it similar to customizing a car. I feel as though computers and cars are similar in that they can be customized and they're fun, and the two are kind of merging into one. Here's some settings. Got the power settings on this screen. I have it set to maximum. I'm not so, and there's an energy efficient mode. I have it left on the high performance, which is not the same as overclocking it. High performance, I would say, is the default settings to making it go a little faster than the energy efficient mode. However, you can manually override it, increase the fan speed and liquid cooling and all sorts of other things to get it to the next level, in addition to the high performance. Here's the Claymore on the screen. Claymore is the software used for mining, which is one of the many programs, but perhaps one of the most popular programs. If you go to nanopool.com, there's an easy setup, and it will allow you just to enter your keys for the whatever coins you're mining. I'm dual mining. I have it mining both Ethereum and Siacoin. The two are compatible, so you can run the Siacoin at the same time while running the Ethereum, and it won't take away from the Ethereum, because the Siacoin uses the memory, from what I understand, whereas the Ethereum is using up all the graphics cards. The Ethereum is currently pulling in about 52 megahertz on average. Right now it's a little low because I have multiple programs open at the same time, and the Siacoin is usually pulling in around 525 megahertz. This is the average. This one has two graphics cards, as I mentioned, so you can actually see the breakdown. So it's 26 on one, 26 on 25 on the other, and then the same goes for the Siacoin. It'll be that's the total 515, and there's the breakdown 262, 253. Actually shows the fan speed, the temperature of each graphics card. I was a little confused at first because I said GPU 0, and then I realized that GPU 0 is actually GPU, the first graphics card, and GPU 1 is actually the second graphics card. So they started 0 as opposed to 1. Now, this came pre-configured through the Nanopool Easy Setup, where both pools were, both coin wallets were pointing to the Nanopool, of course, because they set it up for you. However, I modified it so the Ethereum is pointing to Ethermine. I actually prefer the Ethermine. It's the payouts are more regular, so you don't have to accumulate such large amounts of value before getting your payment. The Ethermine allows you to set it to whatever quantity you want. Now, difficulty is increasing constantly, and that prevents you from mining quite as much coins going forward. However, that's offset by the increasing value of those coins. So currently, on December 27, 2017, I'm pulling in about $169 a month of Ethereum, and I'm pulling in about $16 a month in Siacoin. And this is on the stock settings. If I overclocked it, I can pull in even more. The one drawback for overclocking is that also makes the system, I think, a little less stable. I've noticed that overclocking increases the stale hash rate. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've noticed it increases the stale hash rate, and you don't get credit for the stale shares. So I just like running it stock. It runs more stable. It's less strain on the system, and less things to troubleshoot, which is good for me because I would have no idea how to fix it if something happened to the overclock settings. I live in the north, so it's seasonal. Right now it's freezing, and I brought this unit home just so I can make this film. However, I usually have this unit in my office, and the heat that's emitted from these rigs, not just this one, but others, helps heat the office and the warehouse. So it's an added bonus when it's winter. The people that dual mine, such as myself, say that the Siacoin, the second coin, I can set it to any coin for the secondary. Well, not any coin, but there's certain coins that work well together. Ethereum works well with Siacoin and Decreed and some others. If you have a graphics card with 8 gigabytes or over, then Siacoin works very well when mining Ethereum. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a big fan of Siacoin. It's not worth much, but you can pull in a lot of them, and hopefully it becomes, let's say, the next Bitcoin, perhaps. And it increases in value multiple times, and then it'll be worth something. Well, the people that dual mine, they say that the secondary coin, such as the Siacoin in my example, is used to offset the expenses of the utilities. And mining, with the exception of the hardware itself, the main expense is the utilities. And then, of course, if there's problems with the unit, repairs and replacement parts can be costly. However, because this is a Dell and I bought it new directly from Dell, I have less of that risk of hardware expenses, because from my experiences so far, the Dell warranty is phenomenal. If you have any other questions, message me through YouTube and I will respond as quickly as possible. Thank you.